What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, we are back in Norway. I know it's been a minute, Norway, since I did a video. I think the last video I did prior to prisons videos and stuff like that. But we here with Norse magic and beliefs. I know I checked out many of his Viking videos and stuff like that, and now we here checking out the 3 best things about Norway. So hopefully we get to see some good stuff. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. Link will be in the description below. I will also have a playlist where you can add videos about Norway for me to learn more, see more, even if you got some funny stuff that I can laugh at, when it comes to Norway comedy. Well, I have a channel where I can do comedy, but just different shows, different things, just life in Norway. But we checking this out, seeing what it's about. Hit that subscribe button. Check it out.
Velkommen alle sammen. Just getting back from my trip
back home
to Norway. I have some amazing historical and spiritual videos coming for you in the next few weeks here.
Nice.
But I wanted to show you this one first. For a long time, I've said many bad things about Norway and why I will never move back there. No offense to any of our Norwegian brothers and sisters, because 90% of what is bad about Norway actually has to do with the government, media, the bureaucracy, and I just believe if we fix those things, Norway would be the most heavenly place on earth, as it has been many times before in history. So that's what this video is about, letting the world know the top 3 greatest things about Norway.
It should be good. He giving us some good sceneries right now.
The safety and security. And this actually applies to many different aspects of life. It's of course you are safe from things like crime, generally speaking. You are safe from violence and robbery and things like that in Norway. It's a very safe place in that aspect. But it's also safe in other ways. You are safe from disasters, injuries, accidents, illnesses. Norway has medical care for everyone, basically free of charge, and the medical care is relatively good considering it is socialized. It's not the best in the world, but it's definitely better than most other countries with universal health care.
And I like the fact how he started this, because when we talk about safety, like he said, we think of crime, the crime rate, but he just saying, like, not saying, you're going to get hurt. You're going to have injuries. You're going to have certain things happen. And it's like, it's okay. Because here in the state, I've seen people, they get hurt and stuff. They go home, we go straight into those home remedies because they did not want to pay. Because they know the bill for healthcare. They know that bill was going to be high. They know they were going to be in debt if they called the police, if they called the ambulance and all that stuff. So I think that was a key important thing right there.
So you have safety and security that way, and security from like disasters. They are very prepared for things involving nature, certain catastrophes like that. You are also in Norway safe from poverty. You have economic security. There are systems in place where you don't really have to worry about paying your bills, going bankrupt, poverty. Yeah, of course, the system in Norway is not perfect either, and some problems come from this actually, but there are systems set up so that no one really has to worry about becoming homeless or starving in this country. There are also systems in place keeping people from actually getting very wealthy, so there is little difference in wealth among the citizens, and pretty much everyone is living a very comfortable life in the middle class. Interpret that however you want. There are some problems that come with that too, but at least we can all agree that keeping our fellow citizens out of poverty is a good thing. Number 2 best thing about Norway: the people. Although before I have definitely said plenty of negative things about the general public and what Norwegian citizens have become in recent decades, but overall they are still some of the best people in the world, ethically and morally speaking.
And I know some people from Norway. Shout out to Norway. I've had some good remarks.
This leads to a great, peaceful, and civilized society, and this is what you will notice more than anything about Norway when you get there, is that they are just such a civilized and considerate people, more than almost any other country in the world. I can give you just one example from my trip that blew me away here. I was driving on one of the main motorways in the whole country. It's in the south of Norway, and everyone along this motorway had to board onto a boat and travel on this ferry to continue across the fjord onto the next motorway. They unloaded the ferry, reboarded it, and sailed off in literally less than 4 minutes. It's because everyone is so civilized, organized, and considerate.
Okay, I need to see a video of this process. I don't know if somebody got a video out there. I'm gonna have to look it up. But I've never seen, like, I've been on a ferry before, but I remember seeing videos and hearing about the car ferries, but I never seen it in action.
This type of thing would not happen anywhere else in the world as quickly and efficiently as it is happening here. I'm just it's driving me crazy thinking back to the US, where I'm living now, for example. This same situation would be an absolute catastrophe.
Definitely
Traffic jams, people cutting the line, honking, yelling, overbooked traffic. Someone's in a hurry and needs to get to a certain spot. Someone's arguing with the staff. And then once they get on the ferry, however long that may take, like half an hour or whatever, and then they need to exit the ferry again with all their cars. You know, someone may have fallen asleep, someone's taking a shit and it's not there to move their car, they're blocking everyone else so they're trapped on, somebody else doesn't speak English and can't take the hint. When 100 other people are walking down to their cars, it would be a complete shit show. And this is the US I'm just talking about.
He not lying. I remember being in New York, getting on the ferry, people rushing, pushing, like it's almost a fight just to get on a big ferry with plenty of room. This is the crazy thing. There's so much room on the ferry.
Countries in the world are even
people
worse
pushing each other, getting on it.
But I can promise this is just one example of how wonderful, courteous, and civilized the people of Norway are in order to make a smooth flowing and efficient country and society. However, the number one greatest thing about Norway is the nature. Now, everybody knows this. Everyone says the nature in Norway is beautiful. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, we all know that. Oh, the fjords. Oh, all the mountains, all the hiking, the skiing, the great outdoors. Yeah, okay. That's all great. But I'm speaking about something much more powerful and deeper than that most people don't understand. The energy in the land, the biodiversity, the health of the land, and how undisturbed the nature has been over the years. And mainly the accessibility of how it is. And it's never too far away. Even if you live in the middle of the city, you're close to these beautiful places.
Which, when it comes to the nature, I ain't gonna lie. Since the start of this video, he's been showing some good sceneries. He's been showing some very great sceneries of Norway, and it looks marvelous.
And the history of these places going back millennia. Untouched, uncharted nature, looking exactly the way it did thousands of years ago. No other country has something like this as Norway does. You know, in history, the battles and the events and the kings and the legendary heroes that walked these very same places in Norway. It's all super easily accessible. You don't have to wait in a line for 2 hours. You don't have to pay a massive entrance fee just to see a little part in nature like you do in many other countries. You don't even have to go at certain times of day, like when it's open, like you would at Stonehenge or the Acropolis or the Colosseum or the pyramids or wherever else in these other places in the world. No, in Norway, you can walk or drive to these places anytime you want and stay as long as you want. Amazing.
Look like him.
Sacred and very ancient places. And that is my number one favorite thing about Norway.
I can agree.
I agree. Spiritual like I am, and I know most of you watching this channel are, you know the benefits and the energy and the power that you get from being at and connecting with these very special places in nature, just like our ancestors have done for many thousands of years. And lucky for us in Norway, we don't have to pay a fee and walk through a security checkpoint because some assholes would try to graffiti the place if the security wasn't there and desecrate our heritage like they have done in many of these other places, other countries. That's just not something you have to worry about in Norway. Like I said, it goes back to Norwegians just being civilized and respectful. So that is the top 3 things about Norway, but that's just me. That's what I think. What about you guys? Have any of you been to Norway?
I like it.
Do you like any other things about it? Are there any other countries you feel have those same qualities? Let us all know down below in the comments. But that's all for today. Vi ses nästa gång.
This was good. Yeah, he showed some good sceneries out here. Look at that. Wow. That was real nice. Unreal. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's some real nice sceneries out here in Norway. But yeah, I can agree on these things. It was different than typical videos. Dude kind of always say the same thing, but I like the fact that we got his experience, his point of view and things, and I got to see that car ferry. So definitely want to check out more of that because I need to see that process. Of course, it looked like he was getting out the car, able to get out the car and all that stuff as well. So that's pretty cool. But like he said, very civilized, taking care of the land, taking care of the people. Much love to Norway. I love it. Can't wait to visit there. But that's all I have for this video. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. As I mentioned, gonna have that playlist for you guys to add some videos to the playlist so I can see more about Norway. But that's all I have. Y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.